nothing we can do. Whoa, we are your son. We're changing the world. We live life and love it. Haven't you heard? We dream of a place for all human race to be healthy and happy for life. The future's upon us. We are your son. Nation to nation we go, making the whole world our home. Now together we're standing, one big family, united and strong. We are your son, we're changing the world. We live life and love it. Haven't you heard? We are your son, we're changing the world. Changing the world. We live life and love it. Haven't you heard? We dream of a place for all human race to be healthy and happy for life. The future's upon us. We are your son. Haven't you heard? We're changing the world. The things you say, your healthy look just gives you away. The things you say, you sauna, you're unbelievable. The things you say, your healthy look just gives unbelievable. The things you say, your healthy look just gives you away. The things you say, you sauna. The things you say, your healthy look just gives you away. The things you say, you sauna. You're unbelievable. You sauna. You're unbelievable. You sauna. You're unbelievable. You sauna. You're unbelievable. The things you say, the things you say. The things you say, you sauna. The things you say. You're unbelievable. The things you say, your healthy look just gives you away. The things you say, you sauna. You're unbelievable.
Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another session sa ating Smart Health. So this happens every Friday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I am Jace Nocete, one of the corporate pharmacists for USANA Philippines. And today, pag-uusapan po natin will be all about omega-3 fatty acids and vitamin D3 for whole body health. Ayan. So that will be our topic po this afternoon. However, before we begin, let me make this short announcement regarding sa ating Super Saturdays. We have a new time slot po sa ating Super Saturdays. Starting tomorrow, May 1, we will be having our session at 3 in the afternoon. Ayan, for this Super Saturday naman, we will be having our USANA product quiz show, and our participants will be our graduates of our Trainers Guild. So join us and cheer for your favorite in the quiz show tomorrow. And of course, we will also be streaming via Facebook Live. So be sure to tune in sa ating Super Saturdays with its new time slot at 3 in the afternoon. Ayan. And of course, this month of May is when we celebrate Mother's Day. So here in Usana, we have our wellness gifts para sa ating mga moms. Our Mother's Day bundle packs. We have our Get That Glow bundle pack consisting of Usana Poly C, Usana Celavive Hydrating and Lifting Sheet Mask. And of course, meron din tayong Healthy In and Out bundle pack consisting of Usana Poly C and our Usana Celavive Day Lotion. And lastly, meron tayong Light and Bright bundle pack consisting of our Usana Poly C and our Usana Celavive Brightening Light Complexion Serum. So these bundle packs po will be available from May 2 to May 15 only or until the allocated stocks last. So these are our bundle packs for our Mother's Day celebration. Ayan. So be sure to get any of these bundle packs para sa ating mga moms sa ating mga buhay. Ayan. So to start off sa ating topic for this afternoon, we are going to talk about omega-3 fatty acids and of course vitamin D3. So the question here is, are you getting your fats right? No, kailangan kasi natin a complete mixture of the macro molecules of life. Particularly, meron tayong carbohydrates, proteins, fats, and of course, yung nucleic acids. Tinatawag natin silang the macro molecules of life. Now, sa tatlo doon, yung carbohydrates, proteins, and fats natin, these are the macromolecules that are capable of yielding energy. And yung nucleic acids naman, they are responsible naman for transmission of genetic information. So makikita natin yan sa ating DNA. Now yung first three yung important natin when it comes to our topic for today. Kasi fats in particular are a major macronutrient which provides us a concentrated source of energy. Yung carbohydrates na kinakain natin and yung proteins na kinakain natin will only yield 4 kilocalories per gram. Pero yung fats, it can produce up to 9 kilocalories per gram, which is twice as much sa carbohydrates or sa proteins natin. And that's why it is one of the most important macronutrients because of its energy-yielding capabilities. Aside pa doon, fats will also help the body to absorb nutrients katulad ng mga fat-soluble vitamins na vitamin A, D, E, and vitamin K. Of course, fats are also capable of absorbing fat-soluble antioxidants katulad ng lycopene na matatagpuan natin sa ating tomatoes. This is the red pigment na matatagpuan sa ating tomatoes which is an antioxidant. Ayan. So that is why fats are important. Now, most of us consume too much fat in general, especially yung tinatawag nating saturated fat. So we have to educate ourselves muna as to the type of fat that we are giving our body. So meron tayong dalawang klase ng fat. Meron tayong saturated fat at meron tayong unsaturated fat. Now, itong saturated fat, it tends to be solid at room temperature. And this is the visible fat na matatagpuan mo sa meat or sa karne natin. And this is also found in full fat dairy products, katulad ng cheese and cream. And these saturated fats naman ay matatagpuan din sa milk and butter. Now, ano bang meron sa saturated fats? The saturated fats po, they promote an increase in what we call the low-density lipoproteins. And itong low-density lipoproteins natin, tinatawag din natin itong bad cholesterol. And bakit pa sila bad cholesterol? Because they have the capability of forming yung mga tinatawag nating artery clogging fatty deposits. So, these lipoproteins, this bad cholesterol, nanonood siya sa ating blood vessels and they form artery clogging fatty deposits. And this is a condition that we call atherosclerosis. And sooner or later, this will eventually lead to diseases katulad ng stroke, myocardial infarction, or angina. So there are a lot of disadvantages if you are taking too much of these saturated fats. That is why it would be a preference that we consume yung unsaturated fats. Now, yung unsaturated fats natin, they don't promote arterial fat deposits, unlike sa saturated. Na yung unsaturated kasi, since they do not promote arterial fatty deposits, they should be the preference that should be taken in sa ating katawan. Therefore, we should limit yung intake natin ng saturated fats and we focus more on consuming the right kind of fat. And ito yung unsaturated fats. Now, yung unsaturated fats naman, meron itong dalawang subclassifications. The first one are the monounsaturated fats. Part sila ng uh, heart-healthy na Mediterranean diet. Example dito, makukuha natin yung monounsaturated fats from nuts, olive oil, and avocados. And meron din tayong polyunsaturated fats. Yung polyunsaturated fats naman, these contain the omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids. And these two are what we call essential fatty acids or EFAS. Yung EFAS natin, these are fatty acids na hindi kayang i-manufacture or i-produce ng ating katawan. These essential fatty acids are fatty acids na kailangan mong makuha from your diet. And that is why we term them essential fatty acids. They are essential kasi kailangan natin silang makuha from our diet. And these are our omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids. Now, yung omega-6 naman natin, we can find them in our vegetable oils, particularly yung sunflower oil, your safflower oil, corn oil, meron din sa mga meat, eggs, and dairy products. Ito yung mga major contributors ng omega-6 para sa ating katawan. And the omega-6 is involved in many sa ating body processes. However, mas marami tayong nakukuha na omega-6 from food right now than our omega-3s. And this is actually better compared if you get it from saturated fats, no? So, what's the importance naman of having omega-6? It's involved in many processes, pero kailangan din natin ang omega-3 fatty acids. Now, yung omega-3 fatty acids, these are long-chain varieties of eicosapentaenoic acid and docosapentaenoic acid. So, we call them EPA and DHA. And alam kong narinig nyo na tong EPA and DHA in a lot of advertisements sa infant formula. And these are actually very important. We'll talk about it later on sa ating topic. Now, itong EPA and DHA is needed for a variety of things na kailangan para sa katawan natin. For hormone production, protect the immune system, for healthy vision, brain development and function, and of course, having a healthy cell. Now, mas maraming benefits tayong nakukuha if we are going to take in more omega-3 fatty acids than if we are going to take omega-6. So that is why our main topic today is the importance of having omega-3 fatty acids sa ating katawan. Now, more about the omega-3 is that much of our brain tissue is made up of omega-3 fats, specifically DHA. So if you notice, sa mga infant formula na mga commercials na mapapanood mo sa television, they always talk about EPA and DHA. And this is actually because we need DHA and EPA hindi lang para sa brain development ng mga bata, but this is actually essential sa buong buhay natin. That's why we term them nga essential fatty acids. Now, what you have to understand is that when you have omega-3 fatty acids or your omega-3s, they also lower a type of fat na tinatawag nating triglycerides as well as yung total cholesterol nyo. And omega-3 fatty acids will help increase the high density lipoprotein. This is the healthy kind of cholesterol. And this is what we want to happen if we are to maintain our good health. Now, aside sa brain and heart health natin, this also helps sa eye health. So, omega-3s play a vital role against age-related macular degeneration. So, as we age kasi, yung cells natin will start to deteriorate, particularly the cells found in the macula. The macula is a part of the eye where it is the most commonly damaged as we age. And macular degeneration kasi is the most common cause of blindness sa elderly individual. So, this could also help with age-related macular degeneration. Ayan. So, aside pa doon, long-chain omega-3s can also have a positive effect para sa pregnancy and those who are breastfeeding. Most especially on the visual and cognitive development of a growing baby. And of course, omega-3s can also help reduce the risk of allergies sa mga infants. Ayan. So for prostate health naman, there's a link between omega-3s and also helping in retaining the health of the prostate. So this is especially advantageous for men. And of course, most especially for cellular aging. Ayan. So other researchers kasi suggest that with omega-3s, this can help resist cellular aging. So there are a variety of benefits that we can get from omega-3. And the most obvious among this one is best exemplified by this particular usage of omega-3 na matatagpuan sa mga isda. So, fish, particularly those that are found in cold water, do not freeze at low temperatures. And this is because of omega-3. Omega-3 serves as a natural anti-freeze that allows them to be able to move in places that have very low temperatures. And example of fish na mataas yung omega-3 are those that are oily. Particularly yung salmon, sardines, yung mga fresh tuna, meron ding shellfish, and whitefish, but these contain smaller quantities compared naman sa first tuna na mention natin. Now, I've been clamoring all about omega-3s. It's actually because there's a question, are we getting enough omega-3s? Or are we short on omega-3s? And the early civilization ng mga tao had an omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acid ratio na 1:1. And this is because mas marami yung omega-3s na nakukuha from animals that were caught in the wild than the grain-fed na mga livestock. And that is why yung ratio nila to omega-6 and omega-3 is 1:1. Today, yung ratio natin sa omega-6 to omega-3 is at 15:1. Now, the closest to that ratio of 1:1 of early human beings are the Japanese. Kasi, in Japan, there is fish as a staple food nila. And their ratio sa omega-6 to omega-3 na fatty acids is 4 is to 1. And Japan has or is considered one of the healthiest populations in the planet. And that is why we should strive to have a closer ratio of our omega-6 and omega-3. Now, bakit ba kailangan silang maging close in terms of ratio? Now, yung omega-6 kasi natin and omega-3 are competing for the same enzyme. And this enzyme allows your body to utilize omega-6 or omega-3. And since there are more omega-6 present in your diet right now, syempre, the enzyme will be more inclined to process yung omega-6 kaysa sa omega-3. And therefore, you will not get the benefits of the omega-3s. That is why we need a balance between omega-6 and our omega-3 so that we get the benefits of both omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids. Fewer enzymes kasi will be made available sa omega-3s natin if we have omega-6. And of course, a high levels naman of omega-6 may replace and reduce yung omega-3 fatty acids na benefits natin. That is why, again, as I mentioned, kailangan natin ng right balance. Now, some experts suggest naman that consuming too much omega-6 and so little of omega-3 can trigger inflammation, which may lead to certain diseases. And cutting omega-6 and increasing omega-3s can help you get the right ratio. Now, how much do we need ba sa ating omega-3s? Now, according to the Heart Foundation, we need 500 milligrams of EPA and DHA daily. Yun yung kailangan natin. And around 1,000 milligrams of our omega-3 fatty acids if you have a heart disease. And paano ba natin maa-achieve yung ating omega-3s? Paano ba natin mabuboost? So here are some ways by which we can do that one. How we can boost our omega-3s. Now, first one is eating fish. So key in sa ating chat box, how many times in a week do you eat fish? Again, so to our participants in the call right now, key in sa ating chat box, how many times in a week do you eat fish? For myself naman, I usually have 4 to 5 times the meal of fish in a week in order to boost my omega-3s. Ayan, so we have 5 to 6, 3 to 4 every day. That's actually very optimal. Ayan. For those who don't eat fish, you might want to shift your diet a little more to a marine source naman. Why? A serving of around 170 to 200 grams of raw fish is actually a good source of omega-3. Particularly if kinakain nyo is salmon, sardines, herring, fresh tuna, or scallops. Ayan. So these are very rich source of omega-3s. This is how we can boost naman sa ating omega-3s. Now, the second one is switch your cooking oil. Again, key in sa ating chat box kung ano yung gamit yung cooking oil sa bahay nyo. Again, key in sa chat box kung ano yung gamit nyo na oil sa bahay. So we have Ma'am Erica, we have canola, we have coconut oil, corn oil, palm oil, canola. Ayan. So if you are using canola oil, when you cook and stir fry something, you use only a little amount of that canola oil. because canola oil contains alpha linolenic acid, which is a precursor naman sa DHA and EPA, which is good. However, if you are using butter, vegetable oil, sunflower oil, you need to shift to a more healthy type of oil. Ito yung olive oil natin or yung avocado oil. And if meron namang macadamia oil, of course, that would be optimal. So these are heart-healthy monounsaturated fats na matatagpuan sa mga klaseng oil na to. Now, this is quite expensive. So that's the downside nga lang naman. These types of oil are quite expensive. So it would be best naman for you to do number 3 on how to boost omega-3s. And that is number 3, eat more vegetables which are good sources ng ating omega-3s. Now, meron tayong walnuts, flax seeds that are freshly ground, soybeans, tofu, and leafy green vegetables katulad ng kale which are very high in omega-3 fatty acids. Meron ding chia seeds which are also high in omega-3s. Pero, the problem with that one, yung non-marine sources natin sa omega-3 fatty acids, their conversion from alpha-linolenic acid to omega-3, DHA, and EPA is not very efficient. Now, this is something that is still viable, pero what would be more viable would be to have a fish oil supplement. Now, the fish oil supplement is a ready-made source of EPA and DHA. And this is usually derived from cold water fish, particularly salmon, mackerel, herrings, sardines, and anchovies. These are the 5 sources of fish oil for USANA's Biomega. And this is important because we get it from the whole body and not from the liver. And that is the ready-made source of EPA and DHA in our fish oil supplement. Now, there are several benefits of taking a concentrated fish oil supplement, particularly for heart health, kasi fish oil supplements can help to relax blood vessels, which will help maintain a healthy circulation and, of course, reduce the risk of heart and blood vessel diseases. Secondly, sa joint health naman, this can decrease joint tenderness and reduces the requirement for anti-inflammatory medication when it comes to the health benefits of fish oil para sa joints. And of course, fish oils can also help ease yung ating skin health para naman sa ating skin. Ayan. So these are some of the benefits, including na dito yung ating healthy vision. Now, for those of, this is actually related to age-related macular disease, and wherein